It's time for a chat with Pat.
Yes, and today we have with us, I think it's Mark Belanger.
Belanger.
20, I think.
That's
I got to
correct.
ask him. Yeah. He's retired from working in test and measurement software, but he's a writer, and he joined the Catholic Church at the Easter Vigil of 2006. And so he's very active in very many parish ministries. He lives in Texas, and I want to get to this article because I loved it. Welcome, Mark. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And it's good to have you healthy because you were supposed to be with us before and you lost your voice, which is not good for radio.
Yeah, what can I tell you? I got the Texas cough.
I got it. Okay, well, this article was in Catholic Stand to let our audience know, called Good Intentions Are Not Enough. I think this is a great article because I think so often we think good intentions are enough. I meant well, So can you tell us then what is the destructive power of good intentions?
I think it's the lure of possibility over reality. The difference between what we want and what we can do is hard to look at square in the face. You know what I mean?
Right.
We want. Go ahead.
No, that's great. I want you to continue with that.
There's a kind of it's a part of adolescence that's hard to grow out of. Somehow that our plans and our daydreams and our stuff can be substituted for reality. And you see, and this is kind of the essence of a political campaign too. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to promise all of these wonderful things because I intend all of these wonderful things, and
right.
I don't want anybody to look too closely at how I'm going to make them happen. The military has a term for this kind of thing called friction. Plans, life, all the parts rub together and they create friction, and things don't happen the way you would like them to happen. And so, good intentions. Good intentions are better than bad intentions, obviously.
Right. Right.
But I don't know. The idea that I meant well is not an excuse.
So why do good intentions go wrong, Mark? I mean, what is it about? Because I always think most people mean well. I mean, I think most people think when they make a choice, they're trying to do the good. Now, there are some out there that probably don't, but I think most do. But yet things go awry. Why is that?
Oh, well, okay. Because we're not infallible, because we have limited perspective, because we can't handle an infinite series of possibilities and changes and variations on a theme, because nobody is smart enough to think of everything.
Right.
Because life is a series. Life could be seen sometimes as a series of collisions. This bumps into that bumps into this. The next thing you know, there's dominoes toppled all over the floor, and you're trying to walk through at night and getting your feet crippled. It's the problem of limited perspective. It's the problem of limited knowledge. It's the problem of incompleteness. there's a whole there's a really interesting book about 30 years ago called Gödel, Escher, and Bach, The Eternal Golden Braid. And it was about Kurt Gödel's incompleteness function, the idea that no system can be understood within itself. And that's, boy, I got esoteric all of a sudden. You just can't know what will come of random things, and you can't know how people will react, and you can't know what the interference patterns of life are.
Right. One of the things in this article that I think, we tend to forget, and I just had this conversation with a friend yesterday when we were talking about AI, is the idea that we're fallen. You can think of all these wonderful ideals, right? But because we are broken, because we are sinful, because we have a fallen nature, that will always be used in some way for evil, evil intent or evil actions. And when we forget we're broken, I think we get into all of these things where we just ignore kind of the bad effects that could come from doing something that we think is having a good intent. I mean, is that a big piece of it?
Yeah, we can't substitute wishful thinking for actual knowledge. God knows. God is omnipotent. God is omniscient. To sort of pass off the real consequences of our actions on, well, I didn't mean that, I didn't think of that, I had, my intentions were good, is to say, well, I thought I could be God for a while, and it turns out I couldn't, so what can you do?
I like that.
But you can't. You've got. There's a little humility involved. And this is not a new observation. Robert Burns said the best laid plans of mice and men have a gang of glay. I don't know what a glay is, but I think it's wrong. So what you bring up Pelagianism in this article, Mark? What does that have to do with good intent? We've got about a minute. Okay. Well, Pelagius, that's the idea that we can fix ourselves through our own efforts.
Okay.
That we can pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. That we can perfect our righteousness and become. And here's what gives it away. We can perfect our righteousness and therefore become really like Christ, not Christ-like, but Christ.
Right.
And that's that step too far. This was Pelagius had the idea that Christians could lead, not only that they ought to lead perfect lives, but they could. And his great opponent was St. Augustine, who was very clear on the fact that you couldn't.
Right.
I remember when I was a student and we were reading the Confessions, Augustine went on and on about the pears, stealing pears, and
yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
But,
we are, Mark. Yeah, and we've talked about Augustine's concept when he talks about the pears on the show, but we are at the very end. But I want to thank Mark Belanger, who wrote this great article. I would advise you to read it in Catholic Stand. Good intentions are not enough. Have a great week ahead, Mark. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.